this room looked like we hadn't even moved in yet, and now it's like, whoa. Of course I want to do the harder version of the two. This was the hardest wall to do. You are not an electrician. You need to go somewhere. Paris, Flea, and France. I'm so excited. Maybe there's things that I haven't found yet that I want to put in this room. Zoomies! Let's do zoomies! I don't cook. I just like aesthetics of things.
Indigo sunset, it's the only way to go. I've been waiting for the fallout in the middle of the night. In the dynamite castle, you and me will be alright.
Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. We have to go to the hardware store. I mean, what's new, really? Like, is there ever a week or a day that I don't go to the hardware store? No! Today is Monday. I am finishing up the front room today. Most of it is already done, but you guys will have already seen the video if you follow my main channel where we do really fun home decor things over there. But there is one more DIY that I need to accomplish, and today is the day I'm going to do it. It's like the staircase wall. I've just been like, Mondays are kind of chaotic. I had to kind of push this video a few days because I was still recovering from like the beam project, and then I didn't want to rush through decorating because that's like the super fun part. So I needed a few more days, and I just got a new phone because this is why you should never not have a case on your phone. I have to send this one back. I will show you what it looks like. I shattered the back of it. Shattered. Look at this. Oh, shattered. I have insurance, luckily. So I got a new one. I just like did the transfer and everything. So now that's done. Now I can go to the hardware store. This looks so good. This all looks so good. It's such a great first impression. You know what I mean? Like, this room looked like we hadn't even moved in yet, and now it's like, whoa. Where did I just like walk into? Where am I? Like, it just feels like you're transported somewhere. This is epic, but this wall needs help. This right here, this missed opportunity. I want to do some trim work. Wanted to make sure that that was a good move before I even did the work because, you know, obviously the gallery wall was going to make a big impact. It's like, did I need something happening on this wall? I needed to make sure, and it's 100% yes. So I just need a few things really, and some more paint, some more of this wall paint. Then we just need to do a little decorating things, but this looks like, what? Of course, we will curate some more things over time. I would love to find a vintage brass coat rack. I think that would be beautiful in here, either right here, standing there, or right here. This probably isn't gonna stay here. I'm gonna do something here, but I also wanna do something to the bay window. I'm thinking maybe I do some curtains, like, you know, like put a rod and have them off to the side with a beautiful like bench, you know, and those pieces just have to come into my life when we find them. It'll be a fun thing to hunt for and just to find the right piece. I definitely reminded myself last vlog that you guys saw, I was super frustrated with shopping like that, and I used to shop like that all the time. And like searching for something and getting frustrated when I couldn't find it. And I feel like you get the most special rooms when you just take the time to look over time. So it's gonna come. We have a lot of fun stuff already. So, Kinsley, I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the hardware store. I've just got a sweater on. I'm not overdressed for the part. If you guys haven't heard the podcast episode, my mom and I recorded it before I came back here for the summer. I needed to watch it back because I'm like, I got flustered. It was basically just story times of being women in a male-dominated industry. And just basically story times on how we've been like treated or underestimated or dismissed or whatever. So it was a fun podcast to record. Okay, we have arrived to make this detail. I don't need a ton of materials, but I am doing the harder version of the two. Of course I want to do the harder version of the two. I mean, I don't want anything to be easy. I just think I'm gonna get the better look or the look I want. Since I need shorter runs of it, and I don't need a ton, I just need 2 of these small sheets. Sometimes I find with my projects, it's like if I get the big 4x8 sheets, it's a lot for me to manage, like to cut. sometimes it's not worth the hassle, even though it is cheaper than buying the project boards that are just 2 foot by 4 foot wide, but it's like so much easier to manage. I have MDF, medium density fiber board. MDF, did not know what that stood for. They have it in 1/2 inch. So I found this trim. It's actually a casing for around a door. It's just a really small one, like a casing for around a window or door, but it's 1/2 inch thick, and I'm using 1/2 inch MDF. I was thinking this could be like a pretty inside detail. My mom just sent me a text message, a picture of her passport. She just got her passport. She's been waiting on it for months now, I think. Well, because then she lost her birth certificate. It was a whole situation. She's like, the last time I saw my birth certificate was the last time she needed a passport. That was in year 2000. Paris, flee, and France. I'm so excited. Like, I really have to dive into like, okay, well, this is all of the things that we're gonna be doing after this main project is done in this room. I'm gonna take a little break because it's my birthday. Actually, when you're watching this, my birthday is tomorrow, which is wild. So I'll still have vlogs go up, but I'm not gonna dive into another renovation project like really quickly. I kind of wore myself out on this one, and I'm really trying not to burn myself out. Like, you know, like I want to enjoy my projects and just take it slow. So since I'm going to not be diving right into a project so soon, I can spend time, you know, planning our trip and just finalizing the details, celebrate my birthday, do something for the 4th. We're gonna do like a little barbecue. Hi, it's the next day. God, this is in various stages of being completed. This was the hardest wall to do. Literally, all the angles, all the little angles, really the angles, like angles here around the beam, angles down this way, angles down that way. Now I have to seam everything together, and I'm kind of in this period of like do and then wait to dry, and then do and then wait to dry. So I'm like, well, this is the last project in here. What am I supposed to do now? So I'm cleaning, and we have to run to the hardware store, a different one. I gotta get longer screws like this I added a spacer because I needed to bump out the plug right there further out because I built the wall out, obviously. So the screws that were there originally aren't quite long enough. So I need to run and get some of these. I guess we could do other things. I have something I just got and I cannot wait. Brooklinen sent me their organic bedding collection for summer. I'm so excited. I now have all of their sets, and I love to use them at different times a year. So this down here in our primary bedroom, we have the Luxe Sateen sheets from Brooklinen. Upstairs in the guest bedroom, we have the linen collection. So we're definitely fans, if you can't tell. This is actually a new collection that Brooklinen just launched, and it's the organic collection, like I said, and it's GOTS certified organic cotton. But what that certification means is that the materials are grown organically and they meet environmental and socially responsible standards. So these are gonna be cute. They come in a variety of colors too, just like their other collections that we have. So I got the hardcore bundle because you actually save 25% by bundling and getting all of the pieces together rather than buying them individually. So we have a king size bed. I got the set and king. If Kinsley would get off, I would actually show you. So the hardcore bundle set comes with the core sheet set. It has the fitted sheet, the flat sheet, and 2 pillowcases in whatever size you need for your bed, and the duvet cover and 2 extra pillowcases. And you can mix and match too. I got all vanilla. You can get the duvet in a different color. You can get the extra pillowcases in a different color and mix and match either a pattern and a solid. We might as well throw them in the washer since it's a little bit early. We have time to wash them and get a nice clean set of sheets on the bed. So these are 300 thread count, and they're really soft and breathable, similar to the other collections that we've gotten from them, which makes them great for most sleepers, especially the summer months. I think we got our first set from Brooklinen. It might have been 4 years ago now, which is crazy. I feel like time flies, but I think we've had that set for about 4 years and we love it. And we found with Brooklinen sheets that they just get softer and softer as you wash them. And she's washing. She's washing, Kinsley. Our bed has skylights over it, and there's certain times of day. It doesn't happen right in the morning. Around like 11 or so, the sun starts to come through the skylights. Like when it starts to come in, you'll find her kind of towards the end of the bed, and then as the sun moves, she'll move on the bed wherever it goes. She loves it. I mean, it's warm. Also, this is a total side note, but I'd like to thank Brooklinen for this. So the bedding comes in these matching little bags. These are so great to travel with. I have them in a couple of different like fabrics and colors. The big ones are great for dirty clothes, and then the smaller ones, like I'll put my shoes in so that I can pack them. So we're all about reusing and being nice to the environment, you know what I mean? So I always save them. Brooklinen is having their summer sale right now. So from now through July 5th, you can use the link in my description box to get 20% off all of Brooklinen's products across all of their whole website. Your hair is getting longer, kids. You gonna put your babies in here? You don't travel with your babies though. You wanna put your babies in here? You can have this one. You're so cute. It's been a lot of hurry up and wait on this DIY. It's like everything has to dry so much. I do need to run to the little store and get these. I feel like I'm always running to the store to get something random. Guys, I ran to the little hardware store. It's a very tiny hardware store. I just don't want to have to go all the way to the big hardware store. I realized it closed in 6 minutes. I like rushed over there to get those little screws I needed. And now this is done. It's wonderful. Romeo's gonna be like, you don't do laundry. What are you doing? I'm like, I do laundry sometimes. He actually lets me do the bed sheets and stuff because he doesn't know how to put the comforter back into the duvet cover. Like he can't. It's hard. Honestly, it's kind of complicated. I mean, I figured out, you know, the tricks that there are to like do, but he's like, no, I don't want to do that. That'll dry. This is what I needed these screws for. I added a spacer. You can buy, what are they called? I call them spacers, but I don't think that that's actually what the bag was called when I did it. Box extenders, maybe, something like that. So I built this wall out, right? But the plug obviously sat against the wall. And instead of doing a weird job of just like having the plug in set, you know, I like to have things looking nice. So I built out the outlet with this black spacer. That's this part right here. So now, and you can get them in different sizes. You can get them 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, depending on how deep, you know, you're kind of trying to bump them out. I learned this when I was doing the tile in the kitchen at the cottage because the tile was thicker than the wall, obviously. So I needed to bring that out to that level. So I learned how to do this then. And this is what I'm doing. I just didn't have the right screws. So I'm just gonna screw these in. You are not an electrician. You need to go somewhere. It won't shock you, the power's off, but still, don't need her getting hurt or eating things. Nice, perfect. Hello, baby. Like that. And then when this is over the top of it, it'll poke out all the way to the edge. That's so nice. Okay. It looks professional that way. I've started the priming process. Sometimes I like to go ahead and prime, even though I know I haven't filled all the holes or the perfection things, because I can't see them. Like it's hard, it's easier to see imperfections and holes when things are primed. So sometimes I just go ahead and do it. I'm like, let me just go ahead and get the coat on there, then I can fill it. And then those things don't really need to be primed again. So I can just go ahead into my like finishing paint. So that's where I'm at right now. And I so hope you guys loved this makeover. Even though it will be the final video, which will be live by the time you see this, but even though it'll be the kind of final video in this series, I still have things that I want to do. You know, like they're never truly done. Rooms are never, for me at least, I don't just like finish a room and walk away from it. I need to, maybe there's, you know, things that I haven't found yet that I want to put in this room. Like I know for sure I want to find like a vintage coat rack and a bench for the little, what's that called? Bay? Yeah, that's a bay window. Yeah. I still need to get like toppers, like find the right stone for the coffee tables, nesting tables. They're just nesting tables, but you know, there's only so much a girl can do without like, I don't want to rush through it because then that takes all the fun out of it. I want to, you know, find the right stone and go and look at several yards and, you know, like make a whole like situation, like make a whole day out of it and just have fun. All the little details and all the elements going into this room would not have happened if I tried to accomplish this makeover in a week. So I've been thinking a lot about like how I started my YouTube channel and sharing my projects and how I would like do so much in one room, but I didn't do near the amount of things that I do now. I would never do stuff like this or strip beams or build arches. Like my projects have evolved into full-blown like renovation type things that just take so much longer. I'm just a girl with a paintbrush right now. Like there's no one else here. And sometimes I laugh at myself because I care so much about like the most insignificant little detail, but like that's just me. That's just like part of who I am, kind of like I'm obsessed with these cornflower blue taper candles that I got. Like I feel like it makes the room feel moody, but it's spring, summer. Like I'm like, that. Like, and I get so excited about something super weird and random. Like how satisfying it was to like build out this outlet. Like that makes me excited. I'm so weird. In a nutshell, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeover and taking the time to do all of these projects with me because they really deserved a lot of attention. That part is still a little wet. I'm gonna leave it. Now we're to the point where I need it to dry again. So we wait. Sheets are dry. Watch, Kinsley will rub all over them. Watch. Zoomies! Who's doing zoomies? Bye, Kinsley! She is so much fun. Like, she's just the best. Totally failed to share some really exciting news earlier today. I was working on stuff, so Romeo actually handled it, and I forgot until I looked out our window and I saw it. Our grill got delivered. We ordered a grill. We went to a place that has barbecues and grills and things, and we looked around, and I just wanted to look at the different brands, you know, like to actually see what we were gonna like. And we knew we wanted it to be propane, not the wood chips, what kind of brand we were gonna like or whatever. And we knew that everything would be pretty expensive at that place because it's more of a boutique type store that sells them. So we looked around, and then I saw the brand of the one that we really liked. And I looked online, and Lowe's had it for $400 cheaper, free delivery, and free assembly. Well, it was already assembled when it came. Oh, and I got the cover too. Got a Weber Genesis. This thing has like 4,000 5-star reviews. Like really good reviews. How do you go wrong when something has 4,000 5-star reviews? Like, that's insane. And I told my mom we got a Weber, and she was like, oh yeah, that's what ours is too. So theirs is a Weber, and they've had it for years, and they love it. So, but one thing I was doing in the store, like when we were looking at them, is feeling the weight of the lid. It's like this one had substance. Some of them that I was opening were like wobbly and wiggly. Also, some of them had a smaller like grill like surface. And I also got the cover because I have covers for everything. Oh my gosh, I'm echoing. That's weird. It's not going to have like a room or anything. We're not going to slide it down into the garage. So we just needed a place for it to be stationary and then to be covered. This one, I love the knobs. They were like, I don't know. I liked the knobs. They were cool. And then I liked that this kind of, you could get it out of your way, or you could have a whole nother situation up here. I don't cook. I just like aesthetics of things. Like I know how to pick good quality things. That's as far as my cooking experience goes. This is nice. This is the Weber Genesis E325. Under here, obviously, is where the propane goes, and then the little tray for the runoff and things, the oil. That's what Romeo said. Kinsley, come here. No, ma'am. Good girl. I'm like hyper aware of wherever she is. I know. No secret garden for you. So I had them deliver it up here because I felt like this was like the best place. This is obviously where the outdoor dining table is. So this is where we would eat and dine. Around the pool area, it was like every spot wasn't perfect. Like there was a spot next to where the pool loungers are, but you don't want to grill next to where you're trying to, sunbathe. And then there's a spot over on the other side that has a big tree that kind of comes over. So I'm like, I don't like that. And I didn't want it by the house. So I didn't want it over here. Felt like this right here was going to be the perfect spot. And then we could just move this plant to the other side. I don't know how heavy do you think this plant's going to be, huh? It's a huge pot. It's pretty heavy. I mean, it's doable. It'd be extra doable if there wasn't water in the bottom, but we won't do that today. We're gonna have like a prep day right before the holiday. So it's kind of like a party for my birthday, party for the 4th. I'll do like a whole planning, like what all the things that, I'm like how I'm decorating it. We have a whole list of things that we need to do. This one slipped. Bless you, you okay? For as long as I can remember and wanting a house, I have dreamt about having like, just like fun little, like not parties, like not pull-on parties, but like just have people over and like host. I've been like wanting to host something, and now that the front room is gonna be done and it looks a little more like lived in, like it's kind of like a housewarming too. So let's call this a housewarming birthday 4th of July celebration, all rolled in to one. So you guys, I'm dead. It's 3 o'clock. I've been editing. Sometimes I just lose track of time. Just rest, go to. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll wake up in the morning, keep editing a little bit so that you guys see the video, because it's the final video is gonna be live. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. It's working on this project. Just I didn't show, I know now that since I've been editing this video, then I don't show too much of like the back end of the process of doing that detail, because it was really repetitive. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing more of like behind the scenes. Oh, it's so nice getting into a nice clean bed. Don't forget to check out Brooklinen's summer sale through July 5th. You can get 20% off all Brooklinen items. So I'll leave the link in my description box so you guys can just like click it and go straight to their website and check it out. I will see you guys again very soon for another vlog. We'll be taking a little short break for just, no tackling major projects, but I may do some smaller things. Not to say that there won't be another Sunday video over on my other channel soon. It won't be diving into another major project right this second. I just need to rest, spend a little time for my birthday, and then we'll dive back into something else.
Been as a woman in a hardware store and ever felt like everyone treats you like you either are lost, you don't know what you're looking for,
they feel sorry for you.
They feel sorry for you that there's not a man around to help you, they instantly need to help you do something. Like, I feel like you can relate to this. So I asked somebody to come over and I was like, I need a piece of that plywood, but it's up too high. Would you be able to get it down for me? And he was like, what are you building? Do you know what that's used for? And I was like, oh my God, here we go. He was like, do you know how much it is? And I'm like, are you saying that I can't afford this piece of plywood?
Sometimes, and I faced this more than once, they want me to describe the job to them, but they want to discuss the money with my husband.
I will see you guys again very soon. Night, guys.
My new favorite color is blue.